Hello, Magic players. ComputerizedMTG here with the fourth match of this league. So far, we're doing pretty good. I think this is a decently keepable hand. Albeit it's a little greedy. But if we draw a second swamp, then we're gonna be good. So, okay, so we have our second swamp. So my opponent asked Marvel player number 4. I said yes, they said boo. And I'm gonna reply, but check this out. And I'm gonna play a swamp. I'm wondering if they're like, what the fuck? So, here play. Oh, read Sultai Marvel. So they still don't know what I'm playing. But I'm just gonna go ahead and kill this. Let's play another swamp. Let's go this, and let's go zombie. I said, oh hell yeah. My opponent said that's refreshing, lol, and I replied, hold on, Marvel is in here somewhere. So it's nice to see a player that's a little bit talkative and that has a sense of humor. It's kind of why we play Magic, right? Let's play the third land. Play the Lord. Swing in for 3. Just need to dig for it. So they're cycling. Okay, I know what they're playing. Maybe? Or is this just a red-green deck? Maybe it might just be a red-green deck. Maybe not. Ooh, that's a card. So I'm assuming they're gonna blow something up, yeah. Oh, we're getting removal, I guess. Oh, could this be the god-oriented deck? I wonder. We really want to draw stuff. Okay, well that's fine. Really want to draw stuff that isn't lands and whatnot. I guess we're keeping their field clear, so that's good. Played that. Get him for 2. So far, we're doing fine. So, whenever an opponent cracks a clue on the main phase, it always means it's a decent sign that they don't have much action. So, we'll get in for 5. Another Chandra. 2 mana for what? Okay. That is a card. So another Shaper. Zombie. Let's hit Chandra. I can probably just go for, like, ignore Chandra and go for lethal. Negate. What? After something negate, I told my opponent, wait, what? I negate here. You're hiding something from me. So, let me see here, actually. Yeah, you know what? This goes to Chandra, this goes to him. Probably has removal, I'm assuming? No? Okay. Why? They could have saved their Chandra. Soon they're gonna blow that up. Yep. So, choose me, choose that, and let's go. Can I even make enough zombies? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So that's that's just enough. Okay, and that's game. So, I'm still not sure what they're running. Obviously, they have blue in hand as well. Or in the deck. They have blue in the deck, so they have removal. So the Mimics die way too easily in this matchup. So those go out. The Scroungers come in. I really don't know what to expect. We'll bring in one more Grasp, I guess. Dark Salvation is fine. Fatal Push maybe not too great here, but it did well. We'll just keep it as is. I think if we can draw into a removal, we can kind of outplay them. Not outplay them, but, you know, outrace them, I guess. I don't know what much else I would bring in without knowing their deck. I mean, I don't want to bring in Lost Legacy just for that Chandra. You know, we can deal with it relatively easily. This is a shady hand to keep. If I draw into more land, I'm kind of boned. Let's keep. You know what? If our stuff sticks, this is a decent hand, because all we need is one more land to hit Liliana's Mastery. So for 4 turns we draw nothing but action, so removal, creatures, whatever, and then on the 5th turn we draw a land. We can stupid cable. We can play the Mastery and win. Otherwise, if we draw lands here, then this is a very bad hand. It's already kind of shady to keep because, like I said, no removal, so kind of bad against his deck right now because we want to clear the field, swing in. But they're playing Temur. They're playing Temur something. I feel bad for the guy, though. If he really did play 3 Marvel decks in a row, it's kind of shitty. Like, I get it's the top deck, but if people are playing it that frequently, or like out of like 900 something players, you hit Marvel 3 times in a row, it's kind of shitty, especially if your deck can't really beat it. Like, we can beat it if we hit our sideboard cards early and get rid of all their threat, you know. Like you guys saw in Game 2, if we hit Lost Legacy Ulamog, Lost Legacy Chandra, now their creatures, they're not that great against ours. We can kind of outmatch them, and you know, we transgress a couple of Marvels and we're Gucci. But otherwise, we're about 5 minutes. So our opponent just said that they're gonna be right back 5 minutes. So I guess I'll go get something to drink, and yeah, I'll see you guys when he returns. Skip it up, and we're back. So at least he's courteous enough to let us know he's not gonna be there, so we're not just sitting there raging. Okay, so like I said, what am I doing? So like I said, if we draw action, this is gonna be good. So 2 Lords into, or rather Relentless Death into 2 Lords. It's pretty good. Unless my opponent has removal up the ass, then not so good. So, let me close that door. There's a whole lot of light coming in. I wonder who could have opened that door. No, stop phone. Stop playing videos. Oh my god, yeah, this is exactly kind of what we want. So I'm gonna play the Dread Wanderer first. That way, if it draws out a counter or removal, I'd rather have that get taken care of. Yeah, that's fine. Instead of the Relentless Dead or the Lords. So playing around that sensor. Okay, so they cycle it away. Good. So we're not just blasting off creatures, so they had to cycle one of those away. Interesting. So Arlen is no Arlen Court is no it's yeah it is Arlen. Yeah, it is Arlen Court. Okay. Arlen Court is gonna bite the dust here. So let's go Lord of the Accursed. Swing it, Arlen. Arlen goes down. See, this is what I'm talking about. If I get action, this hand is ridiculous. If I don't get action, this hand sucks. So while I don't have removal, I'm drawing a lot of threats here, putting a lot of pressure on my opponent. So he's got some kind of trick. I'm really not afraid of taking 2 damage here. I don't care. I can outrace that. So my opponent probably had a Magma Spear or something. So let's play another Lord. Swing in for 7. Okay, fair enough. It's only gonna be 3 then. Let's play the Scrounger. Probably have a sensor now that they can use. No? Okay. So we're playing around it for no reason, but it's not bad. It's better to play around something than not play around it and get blown out by it. So I'm still not gonna block. I don't want to block and then get Magma Sprayed or something like that, so... Let's see what they play next. Ah, the Sweltering Suns. That sucks. Okay. It's like, it doesn't matter, I can't bring it back. So, okay, no. Damn, that sucks. Sweltering Suns is a massive blowout against us. That's fine, though. We can rebuild pretty quickly. So here's the Liliana Mastery. We get 2 zombies. And we're back on track here. So that's 2 Sweltering Suns. I can't imagine them running that many more. Possibly 1. I don't think they'd be running 4. Or maybe it's 2 in the main, 2 in the side. Maybe they are running 4. I think most decks run a total of 3, though. I think I went a little bit too ham. I should have kept threats in back in hand, knowing that they had a Sweltering Suns there. So it seems like they're thinking, which is always good. If an opponent is thinking against an aggro deck and not just playing easy mode, then that's always good on our end. That means they're thinking. That means they don't have much. So there's the Voltaic Brawler. They have 2 more cards in hand. I can't imagine that they would have another Sweltering Suns because they would be blowing themselves out at this point. Might have a single piece. Okay, no. So they definitely won't be playing another Sweltering Suns anytime soon. Dread Wanderer. Play Relentless Dead. Swing in. With just one zombie, see what happens. Okay, the double block is fine here. So they can't afford to attack, they need to keep back blockers. So let's do this. Actually, you know what? Let's just attack with one. See how they handle it. Okay. Bring this back. We'll just exile the Relentless Dead. Play another land. Swing with these two. We'll bring this guy back. Just swing all in. There is no reason not to at this point. Not that they only have one blocker. And next turn we have lethal. Unless they wipe the field. Do we get our fourth win here? I mean third win. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Like, do we get our third win? Yeah, he said not much of a match, but GG's. Yeah, so he's saying that his deck is not too well made to play against mine because it's way too heavily focused on beating Marvel. Which I can see, I mean. If your deck is too focused around beating a specific deck, then I can see it. I mean, if there's a deck that's extremely predominant, yeah, I guess I don't even know. Is that a word? You guys correct me if you want. If there's a deck that's heavily played and it's like the majority of the format, everybody's playing it, then it makes sense to try to play a deck that beats that deck. Unfortunately, what that ends up doing is now you screw yourself against most other matchups. I mean, his matchup is not terrible against mine, but it's just the fact that I have things like Scrap Heap Scrounger that I can just constantly bring back even after a board wipe. Or a thing, you know, this deck has a lot of recursion between, what is it, Relentless Dead, Scrap Heap Scrounger, and the Dread Wanderer, is it? So I can get stuff back. Kind of makes his removal not as optimal as it should be. But anyway, guys and gals, that was our 4th match, which led us into our 3rd win. So far, we're 3-1. Will we be able to go 4-1? I hope so. But anyways, as always, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all in the next match.